What's up? It's Ken back again with another video. I wanted to talk about the passport bros, but let's switch it up a little bit because everybody's talking about passport bros. Let's talk about why men would want to even do such a thing. I found something online that might clue us in. Let's take a look.
I think that you should just be a slut.
Women, sleep with who you want to sleep with. Do it however much you want to.
I've 3 dudes in one night.
I went to a party. I had sex with 3 different guys in one night. I cheated on my boyfriend with the guy I told him not to worry about.
If he goes on vacation with his boys, I am cheating.
I think women should stop sleeping with men, to be honest.
When I'm in a relationship, I don't believe in spending my money on my man.
Like many women, I didn't need a man to buy my house, to buy my car, or keep my lights on. I don't need you guys for anything.
I don't want a son because they're the problem.
To sustain myself financially, I can make myself happy, I can make myself orgasm. Like, what in the world could a dude offer me?
You don't need a man to make you feel better, babe. Do you know what you need? An iced coffee.
Independent and your own money, and I don't need no man because man ain't.
I don't need no man.
What? You are 300 years old.
Well, if you haven't figured it out yet, it seems like women hate men here. I don't know why, and I don't care, because obviously they're still giving up the cheeks. They're still giving up the cheeks, and it just makes it way simpler to get some cheeks. So, it doesn't matter. You go, queen. You don't need no man. Say you're the village bicycle without saying you're a 304.
What do you bring to the table? Nothing, dude. I look good. I got a fat ass. You like that. I'm going to take your money. I'm still going to be beautiful, and I'm going to go do it to somebody else.
She belongs to the streets.
Until I find my Prince Charming.
You need help.
Somebody I actually care about. Why would I bring anything? I'm not bringing anything to the table. I'm not bringing a fucking thing to the table other than this fat ass, these big titties, this pretty little fight.
You can't make this shit up, people.
That's it. That's it. That's all you get from me. That's it. And I'm going to take your money 100%.
Why?
What do you bring to the table? Nothing, dude. I look.
God damn.
Well, I give you an A+. This is the ego of modern women. Here's the thing about it. Like, she's going to find a simp. He's going to marry her. She's going to take half his stuff. And probably he's going to have kids with her if she lets him. You know what I'm saying? And then there's going to be like the alimony, child support. Like, yeah, she's going to get one. She's pretty enough. So, fellas, all I got to say is don't get her pregnant. Don't marry her. And don't spend too much money on them, because if you're spending too much money and she demands that you spend money, she's using you, bruh.
Guys, when you learn to walk away from a woman, you're in a position of power. You better learn how to walk away and cut a chick off, because if you don't, you're going to be the fool. You're going to be the one that's left a dried up husk, because when she's done what you believe, she'll walk away. But here's the thing. Guys, when you learn to walk away from a woman, you're in a position of power.
This is some red pill advice. Please listen.
Why do you think so many men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries?
Men are traveling overseas to find wives. Why? I'm right here. I'm single. Why? I want to be married.
Right, but I'm saying, do you typically see women traveling overseas to find
men are
husbands?
traveling overseas to countries that have less money and less education, it's because they want a woman who is dependent on them for their livelihood, for their resources, to have a good life. And I don't think that that is a good thing.
That's what she took away from that?
A lot of the men I know that go overseas to find wives are not great dudes.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah, they're pervy.
Listen, guys, we live in a country where a man can go elsewhere to find a wife and get shamed. But there will be TV shows with older women dating younger men, and they don't get shamed.
I find younger men better in the bedroom.
Do you want a grapefruit drink?
I think I would like that, please.
Find the shaker.
Okay.
So where is the shame for this? Why don't you call them pervs?
And that is so freaking true. Like, I'm going to make it personal. Like, my baby mother is dating somebody younger than our son. And this is the second one, I think. Like, here's the thing, and here's the reason, right? Men my age don't date women our age. We don't. So, when a woman gets our age, the only ones that are going to be checking on them are younger dudes who know that older women have a high sex drive. I used to be that dude. I think as soon as I hit 18, I was trying to smash people's moms. I swear to God, if she was thick, drove a Benz, had a house, I was on it. I'm telling you. But anyway, let's get back to the video. All right, y'all, I wanted to make this video at least 12 minutes, so I found something else that we can look into. If you haven't figured it out, I just randomly look up stuff with the camera and the mic on and just comment on it and make a YouTube video for you. Like, share, subscribe. This is a conversation that happened on the last Fresh and Fit. Exclusive HD footage proves Tate accusers were not trafficked. Link in the description.
No, straight. But I just want to get to, like, America's really just doing this all for money. Like, they don't give a fuck about people at all. Like, the reason why they give money and power to women is because, number one, everything that's run through the courts is also given to the courts as well. Number two, women consume most of the debt. So that way they get more money because women are more likely to spend it. Number three, when some single woman inside the house, they have a child, they end up most likely go to jail. Jail, like, prison, like, has a revenue of like billions per year. So why wouldn't they, like, want to put people in jail, cause a large portion of society to be single mothers who think they're boss bitches, run through the government? I mean, that's literally what they're just trying to spread. It's like communism with Russia. For America, it's just feminism. It really is just like a horrible society.
He didn't lie. They encourage women in this country to hate men, not deal with them. Get a child by him, though, because you got to be honest. Like, if you don't get with a man and marry a man, then you're going to live your life single. The best option would be to have a child so you don't live your life alone. And as far as child support goes, do you know that they take a portion out of child support to fund the retirement of government workers? So even with that, not all of the money that you even pay for child support even goes to your child. Every woman I have met in the last probably 20 years has a hell of a student loan debt. Like, she pretty much needs a man to take care of the bills while she takes care of that. Like, pretty much. Shit's crazy, bro. I am swimming in debt. Anyway, let's see what Myra had to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, I talk about this in the book, Why Women Deserve Less. But yeah, I mean, feminism 100% has kind of come in and fucked up a bunch of things. But, you know, it is what it is, bro. I'll tell you this, it ain't going back. I'll tell you that. The 1950s and the 1960s, that golden era that a lot of these trad cons talk about, those days are done, bro. It's going to become even more pronounced. We're going to live in an even more polygamous society where the minority of men have all the girls. You know what I mean? Because what you got to understand is that thanks to the sexual revolution and women earning more money than men, right, and graduating college at a higher rate than men, women are getting higher social status than most men. And when women acquire social status, they typically want to mate across hierarchies or above. So since most guys aren't going to meet that requirement, well, girls a lot of times would rather be by themselves and settle with someone that's a loser. So I foresee that there's going to be more and more girls that are going to be willingly or unwillingly involved in polygamous relationships, because a minority of the men, and there was a study that came out about this like a month ago, about 5% of the men are having literally like majority of the sex with the girls.
Yeah.
Girls are sharing the same dudes. And this is because women earn their own money. They have their own status. So if they don't need men, they're going to go for just the best men. They don't need them, so they only want them. When you want, what do you want? You want the best.
And another thing about that is men with money, we don't commit. I'm going to hit and run like 90% of the time. Like, and I'm going to do it frequently. Like, I'm going to holler at a woman every damn day to hit them cheeks fast, not slow. Is what it is. Like, and the richer the dude is, the more he's going to do that. So he's pretty much right. Like, the top 15% of men are the ones like sleeping with 90% of the women. It is what it is, bro. The average man with any kind of social status or any kind of like comprehension with women, by the time he's in his 40s, man, his body count should be up there in the hundreds. Seriously. Not even joking about that.
How it's going to go, my friend. It's going to continue.
Yeah.
The average guy is fucked.
And then, dude, regarding y'all, makes sense, man.
And you also got to remember that feminism was critical to lowering the wages of employees. If you double the workforce, you can effectively pay people less because you have more employees that are willing to take the same job. So this is why, if you notice, it used to be one income can support an entire household, but nowadays you need two, damn near three incomes
at least
to go ahead and support a household. On top of that, you got to remember, when you double the workforce, that's double the people you can tax and collect money from. And women are 80% of the consumer base and hold 3/4 of the debt. So
I'm gonna say it like this: the only reason they freed the slave is to get tax money. Real talk. They didn't want people to have all this workforce, not have to pay them, collect all the money from their labor, and only be able to tax one person. Do you think about it? Like, that was the main reason for ending slavery is, hey, all these people need to earn money so the government can get money. We need that money.
who would you want to have to be making the money? You want the women to make the money because they're going to be better consumers.
The type of guy you've just described is what I call the eternal bachelor. He's well-mannered, he's smart, he's attractive, he's usually successful. And how he puts all of this together is what lures a woman in. But unlike a player, the eternal bachelor isn't a one-and-done type of guy. Eternal bachelor is like many relationships, many, M-I-N-I. And that's why a lot of women waste time on him.
He be giving up too much game. You been spied on me, bruh. Here's the thing, right? The women that I wanted to marry, they were hypergamous before I even knew what hypergamy was. But now that I'm on the red pill, I can recognize all the signs of those women, and I can see them in every woman that I deal with now. So yeah, I'm an eternal bachelor. Especially since my son is grown. Done, babe. I throw in my hands. I'm just playing the field now. I might settle down, but he's right. Many relationships.
Do you want to be married?
I do.
Children?
I feel like I need children more than want them.
What does that mean?
I didn't always want children. I feel like I don't want to die alone.
Did you go to college in Texas?
No, I went to Howard.
No wonder she looked familiar. She looked like I've seen her before.
And men they think you're all fun and cool and, pretty and smart and all this.
We don't give a shit about that. She's smart. Your intelligence is only gonna be used for work. This is home. Fuck your intelligence.
But then they get insecure and...
There goes that damn word insecure. If a woman says the word insecure to you, it's going to be followed by controlling, then toxic. If it's in her vocabulary any kind of way and she calls any man insecure for any reason, it's going to be directed toward you at some point. Know this, fellas. Please listen.
Let me get to my point.
On top of that, doesn't she look like the type? Yeah. I thought so.
And how long did
Men don't approach me.
Here's another thing, ladies. If you look that damn good, men aren't going to approach you because she just looks like I need a man to take me on $50,000 trips and all this kind of. It's just unattractive. She done dug a ditch for herself in the dating market. Like, she is too goddamn successful. She can only get with a dude who's equally successful or more successful. And guess what they don't want? Pretty chick like this with that much education, because they can find one just as pretty without it and not gonna be as much of a fucking headache.
I don't doubt that you can attract men, but it sounds like you either have a hard time.
And also, like I said before, the prettier they are, the more ran through, the more emotional damage they have. So she done dug herself a ditch in the dating market.
The question is, what do the men you want from a woman?
And that's the problem. We want women who gonna get on our page. She got her whole damn life planned out and you gonna have to fund it. And I don't care what you say. She said she's working on it. She ain't working on it. Women working on themselves is going shopping. That's all it is.
Him to have 100% of me when we're at that point.
What the hell does that mean? 100% of me. These weird words this woman needs. Where can I learn this language?
How much money would you want your husband to really earn annually? To live the life you want, to eat, travel, hair, makeup, shopping, caring for family. Come on, give it to me. Don't hide it.
$500,000.
All right. What percentage of men earn that?
Very little.
What percent?
No. Maybe like, 7% or something?
1%.
Not 1%. 1%.
She basically set up her life based on this plan that she was going to get everything that she wanted and the man was going to be there waiting at the finish line. Now that she is about to hit the freaking wall, she's looking around like, damn, where is he? Guess what? There was only 1% of this dude in the world. And I bet you he's already taken or he's an active cheater. All right, y'all, I'm gonna end the video here. Let me know what you think about anything in this video. I know it was random and not like to the point of anything. It was just like throw stuff out of there. But expect that from this channel. I want to do like at least one of these videos every day because I could just flow with it. It doesn't have to be like precise. I'm getting to one point. I'm talking about one thing and one thing only. Like I damn near had to write a script for those because my brain is all over the place. But anyway, let me know how you liked it by hitting the like button and leaving a comment below. Think about subscribing, and to the next video. Peace.